Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, and we're going to have some fun exposing the latest pathetic, completely self-unaware liberal hypocrisy. You're going to love this. The ultra-leftist Daily Show, a purported comedy and satirical show about politics, which of course turns out to be nothing more than an uncreative shill for all things leftist, recently showcased a montage of conservative personalities whose supposed fault, I kid you not, is that they couldn't consistently define a word. In this case, the word woke.
Let me just start with this whole thing about woke. We all know what woke means.
Being woke means never having to say you're sorry.
Woke means never letting anyone say they're sorry.
Woke is racist.
Big woke means equity, diversification, gender, and racial disparities.
This wokeness that's happening at Madison's house and Jefferson's house, where all they do is talk about slavery.
Wokeism is about murdering fun.
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser.
Woke madness, now it's drag queens and children and church.
The woke is the new religion of the left.
The new hip woke is to not like the Jews.
What does it mean to be woke?
I don't know what the definition of woke so much is. I do know that I think most people don't want to be lectured by companies.
So there you go. As the video description asks rhetorically, do conservatives even know what woke means? Well, obviously not. I mean, after all, how could a single word, have so many different definitions? Now, if your hypocrisy alert meter just got triggered, for lack of a better term, then I wouldn't even need to show you this. But of course, the very same Daily Show just had a stint like this.
This should be obvious, but I am so sick of this trans women are not real women. Having a vagina doesn't make you a woman. Having a crippling fear that you're using too many exclamation points in an email, that is what makes you a woman.
Now, despite a rather pathetic attempt at humor at the end there, I'd like to see the Daily Show step up to its own standards that it so self-righteously imposes on others. If a woman is not biologically defined, as she maintained there, then what precisely is a woman? Cue Matt Walsh's deadpan face here.
Where does a guy get a right to say what a woman is? Women only know what women are.
Are you a cat?
No.
Can you tell me what a cat is?
This is actually a genuine mistake. I am sorry I even came up here.
You want to tell us what a woman is?
So the Daily Show has no problem using this term for which they can offer no coherent definition, and yet somehow, for some reason, they fault conservatives for supposedly failing to do the same thing. Seems a bit hypocritical, doesn't it? I mean, you can use a term, actually a very, very important term, without being able to give the slightest semblance of a coherent definition, then what's the problem when others do that? Why are they at fault, but you're not? Well, there's actually a pretty profound answer to that question. And ironically, that answer reveals these hypocritical leftists over at The Daily Show for who they really are. You're not going to want to miss this. But first, gang, what if I told you that you could pay off your home in just 5 to 7 years on your current income? Wouldn't that be amazing, gang? 5 to 7 years. Well, amazing is just a click away. You need to watch this video with our good friend, Michael Lush, founder and CEO of Replace Your University. He's about to reveal the bulletproof financial blueprint that will change your life forever. But beware, this is not your typical financial advice. It's a daring, unconventional approach that challenges everything you thought you knew about money. You ready to take the leap and embrace the unknown? Well, then click on that link below and join the revolution. Discover the truth that'll set you free. But be warned, once you see the light, there's no going back. Click on that link below right now. What the libs over at The Daily Show are doing here with this blatant hypocrisy is they're engaged in what George Orwell called newspeak. Newspeak involves the totalizing redefinition of language in accordance with the aims and goals of left-wing politics. And the key to understanding left-wing politics is that it's all about the notion of what scholars call emancipatory politics. Emancipatory politics re-envisions the state as a grand liberator of people groups who have supposedly been disenfranchised from the political process. And so this is why, as the late cultural critic Roger Scruton noted, this is why everything, literally everything from a leftist perspective, is recast as a struggle or as a fight or as a war. Everything, even peace, right? The liberal can't even talk about peace without talking about a fight for peace or a struggle for peace, right? No justice, no peace. And so this is where Newspeak comes in. Newspeak reconfigures language so as to designate which side a person is on. Are you on the side of the liberation revolution, or are you against it? Are you a liberator, or are you an oppressor? Well, we liberators know which side we're on by virtue of how we use language. If you claim to know what a woman is, you're the enemy. But if you recognize that the term is fluid and without any essentialist or strict definition, then you're one of the good guys. You're on the side of the revolution. You see, definitional consistency has absolutely nothing to do with it. Definitional consistency is, like everything else for the modern left, a political, partisanized weapon. If definitional consistency empowers leftist aims and goals, it's embraced. If definitional consistency hinders leftist aims and goals, it's rejected. You will never make any sense of modern leftism if you try to analyze it apart from the one single logic of power that drives everything the left does. And further, the key here is that in order to gain power, they must by definition disempower others. They have to marginalize and disenfranchise the enemy, which means in the end they're actively engaged in the very evil they claim their emancipatory politics overcomes, which means that they're even bigger hypocrites than we ever thought. Or better, they're not just hypocrites, they're bigots. Their hypocrisy, dare I say, by definition, unfairly recasts others as enemies based solely on the group to which they belong. And so The Daily Show may have thought that they cleverly exposed the hypocrisies of the political right. But in the end, all they ended up really doing is exposing their own. As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You'll definitely want to check out my latest video on Bud Light getting some devastating news. Oh yeah, the term woke comes up quite a bit on that one. You're going to love it. So make sure to click on that link, and I'll see you over there. God bless. Hey gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.